Lars, just following up on what Peter mentioned there about the different strategies of the carriers and how they're spending some of these profits. Peter mentioned Maersk is obviously going down this integrator model, but just over the past year, there's been a lot of investments by other carriers in their sort of logistics setup. MSC's been building up a trucking and rail network across Europe. CGM has bought Bellurator to bolt on to Seva, its logistics subsidiary. They've all got airlines, which, I guess Evergreen was there earlier, but this is a relatively new development. What do you make of these strategies, and do you think it'll continue, or they start going back more for even more vessels?
No, I think they're going to do both. I mean, first of all, if we take the logistics parts first, I mean, they're going to continue to do this. The only caveat, and I haven't made any secret of that for years, that I'm not really a believer in Maersk's integrator strategy. I still believe at some point they're going to take one or two steps slightly backwards and do what we see CMA and MSC is doing, still have substantial logistics parts, but more on a standalone entity rather than completely integrated. In terms of new vessels, I definitely think they will all order more new vessels. And I think it's worthwhile taking a cue from, for example, the latest order from Hapag-Lloyd. It's not just a matter of looking at how many ships do they order, how big are they, but it's the timing of it. I mean, they're ordering vessels now all the way out into 2029, which is quite a long time into the future compared to what they usually do. And I think one thing to maybe think into this is container shipping is not the only shipping division in the world. There are tankers and bulkers out there that are far more numerous than container ships. Right now, tankers and bulkers as an industry is doing basically nothing when it comes to decarbonization. If at some point in time, bulkers and tankers truly wake up and start a fleet renewal program, that could lead to massive pressure on the shipyards. And I think some of the carriers are seeing this, and ordering vessels much further into the future than we're used to is a way of safeguarding not just physical access to the yards, but also access to new buildings before prices might skyrocket. I think that's a very prudent strategy on their part, since they got the money.